What is important to us as professionals? What do we enjoy? Why do we like our job? What is the most important thing to us? It's interesting that some providers really struggle with coming up with that one thing. Why do we do this job? What do we like about our job? What is it that gets us out of bed every day? And just finding that can be a challenge for some people. And when they recover it or discover why they became physicians in the first place, it can be really, I think, powerful for people to rediscover that. Being involved in mindfulness changed the way I practice and the joy that I experience in my work with my patients, which are children. My mindfulness practice really is focused on being present in the moment. I don't spend a lot of time meditating quietly. My mindfulness practice is really just being there in the moment during the visit, just breathing with them when you're talking to them, or just being aware of touch when you have a little toddler and you reach out and you hold their hand and they touch your hand just for a second. Just being aware how precious that is, or looking a beautiful child in the eye, just see how beautiful their eyes are. Little moments like that are really powerful. And I noticed once I started being more present during the clinic visits, parents were commenting on, yes, Dr. Link was really present. He was there for us. He was paying attention. And I don't think I was able to do that before mindfulness practice. So I think it was very powerful because it really was the biggest part of my joy, working with patients, touching them, looking at them, being there in the moment with them. And now with the virtual visit, it's so different. It's certainly better than a phone call, be able to see someone on the video, but it takes away so much from interaction with your patient. We rely on them telling us that they're doing fine, but we're not really sure because we can't measure it. It's like you're having a diabetic, but you can't really measure their blood sugar. So with the pulmonary patients, you can't measure their lung function. You can't listen to their lungs. You rely on the patient's description that things are fine, but you don't really know for sure. Are they really doing great, or are they going to come in a couple of months and be really not well, where they've lost some of their lung function? It's really challenging for me to work like this and to imagine that my future would be doing a lot of this for the next 10, 15 years. I can't imagine practicing medicine just like that. I think my mindfulness practice has been very helpful. And the big part of mindfulness involves being aware of your thoughts and your worries. And it's also been helpful attending mindfulness practice with other members of the community. So we still check in twice a month. And I think that's been really helpful to check in with the community, supporting each other in that way. Just you're not alone. There are all these other providers, that have the same challenges. And I think it's really powerful and moving when people share their personal experiences in a group.